Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So for today's look, I created this warm half cut crease, and if you're interested in how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. So first things first, I'm going to be taking this Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 20, and I'm going to be applying that onto my eyelids to act as a base for the eyeshadows. Then I'm going to be taking my damp beauty blender and I'm going to blend out that concealer. Then once that's all blended out, I'm going to take this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush and this Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the shade 00 Transparent, and I'm going to use that to set that concealer on the eyelids. Now for eyeshadows, I'm going to be using the JACLYNHILLXMORPHE palette. Then I'm going to be taking the colors Silk Cream and M.F.E.O on a BEVERLY NG325 brush. When blending in your crease shades, you want to go in windshield wiper motions and then circular motions to allow a more blown out and seamless blend. And then on the same brush, I'm going to be taking the shade Creamsicle and I'm going to be applying that into the crease as well. Then I'm going to be taking the shade Hunts on a different brush, a BEVERLY NG326, and I'm going to be blending that into the crease just a little bit lower than the transition shades that we had just applied. Then I'm going back in with the first crease brush that we use with no additional product, just to blend out the two colors together. Then going back in with the NG326 brush and the shade Hunt, and I'm going to go back and re-intensify that color that we had applied. Then going back in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer and this e.l.f. concealer brush, I'm going to be creating a half cut crease. Tips for creating a half cut crease is you want to draw a straight line with the concealer in the center of the lid and then look up. And when you look up, that's where your crease should be cut. Then going back in with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder and the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, I'm going to be using that powder to set down that concealer to prevent creases. Then going back in with the shade Hunt, I'm going to blend in the concealer and the outer V together. Then I'm going to be taking the shade Jacz and this Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush, and I'm going to be applying that into the outer V of the eye to allow more depth and darkness to that eyeshadow. I'm going to be applying these off camera, but for lashes I'm using KOKO lashes in the style Queen Bee. Now that eyelashes are applied and still drying, I'm going to be taking this Endless Silky Eye Pen from PIXI by PETRA, and I'm going to be tight lining the top waterline of my eyes. And for mascara, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, and I'm going to apply that to my lashes to blend the falsies and my real lashes together. Then I'm going to be taking this SKONE Tattooed Waterproof Eyeliner to line the lash band so that we can't see the glue peeking through. Now moving on to face, I'm going to be taking this Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion, and I'm going to apply that all over my face. After that, I'm going to be taking the Benefit, the POREFESSIONAL Matte Rescue Primer, and I'm going to be taking the smallest amount and apply that into my T-zone. Now for foundation, I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in the shade 107. This foundation's a little bit too light for me right now because I had just came back from vacation, but we will still make it work. Once I have that dotted all over my face, I'm going to go in with my damp beauty blender and I'm going to blend in the foundation. Now that the foundation is all blended into the skin, I'm going to be taking that same Maybelline concealer and I'm going to be applying that under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, above my lip, my chin, and also my forehead. Once that's all blended in, I'm going to be taking the Mercier translucent powder and I'm going to be setting under my eyes, baking my nose, my smile lines, and just areas that I get greasy, such as my forehead. Then once that translucent powder has been sitting on the skin for a little bit, I'm going to take the beauty blender and I'm going to pounce that powder into the skin rather than dusting off. Then for further setting of the under eyes, I'm going to be taking this Maybelline Better Skin Powder in the shade 30 and this Luxie 660 brush. And I'm going to be setting the under eyes, the nose, the forehead, and the chin. Then with the same powder and this Wet n Wild fluffy brush, I'm going to be setting the rest of my face. Then I'm taking this HOOLA bronzer from M.F.E.O, and I'm not sure what kind of brush it is that I'm using. I had received it from PIXI, but it's basically just a simple angled brush, and I'm going to be using it to bronze and contour my skin. Then I'm taking this Tarte bronzer in the shade Park Avenue Princess. It has a little bit of shimmer, so I figured it would add some glow to the skin, and I'm using that same brush to further bronze and contour the face. Next, I'm taking this e.l.f. blush palette and I'm going to be using the lightest shade and the darkest shade on this e.l.f. angled brush. These are extremely pigmented, so I highly suggest that you dust off a lot of the powder and then go in with a light hand. And I'm applying that blush to the apple of my cheeks, my nose, and my chin. I apply blush to my nose and my chin because I like that flushed, sunburnt, rosy skin look to my face. Then I'm going back in with the brush that we used, the shade Hunts. With no additional product, I'm going to be running that under the lash line. Also going in with the brush that we used to apply our first transition shades with no additional products, I'm going to be blending out the lower lash line. Then I'm going to be taking this NYX pencil brush and the shade Pool Party, and I'm going to be applying that to the inner corners of my eyes to bring in a pop of color. I'm going to be taking the Anastasia x Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit, and I'm going to take the shade Forever Lit on that same NYX brush, and I'm going to be applying that to the inner corner on top of Pool Party to make it more frosty and icy looking. Then I'm taking the same L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and I'm going to apply that to my lower lashes. Now going in with the same eyeliner that we used to tightline, I'm going to be applying that to my waterline. Moving on to lips, I'm going to be taking this Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade Bare It All. This is honestly my favorite nude lipstick at the moment. Then I'm going to be taking this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Gilded, and I'm going to apply that on top of the lipstick. Then I'm going to be spraying my face with MAC Fix Plus before we apply the highlighter. For highlight, I'm going to be taking the Glow Kit in the shade Glo Getter and this BEVERLY NG325 to apply the highlight to my cheekbones, my chin, and my nose. Then I'm taking the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray, and I'm going to spray that all over my face. Then I'm going to be taking a beauty blender, and I'm going to press that into my skin to make sure we don't look powdery or cakey, and just to give an overall skin-like appearance. And that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you guys like this makeup tutorial, and please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below on which video you guys would like to see next. Thank you guys. Bye.